There is just so much misinformation out there on what is required as a down payment to purchase a home. And especially here in the Rochester, Minnesota area, a lot of clients come to me and they seem to think that they need to have anywhere between 10 and 20% down to purchase a home. Well, in my experience, the most common down payment that I'm seeing is one of the top real estate agents here in the Rochester, Minnesota area is between 3 and 5%. And there are many different types of financing programs available to people. There's also grant and additional loan programs that are available to consumers. I think most people just aren't aware of. But again, the biggest problem is I think people seem to think they need to have between 10 and 20% down. And while that will be great for your payment and ultimately help you out with the financing, it's not ultimately required. And, for a lot of people, I don't think it's a good idea to blow the entire budget on the down payment or the out-of-pocket expenses when you're actually purchasing a home, when you may actually need some of that money for reserves or for other things that could come up as a homeowners as well. But probably the number one thing holding back home buyers in the Rochester, Minnesota area is that they think they need to have a large down payment. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. It's not even your fault if that is something that you believe for a while. A lot of the online information is not good. It's not giving people or consumers the information they need to actually make good decisions. And a lot of the news media, they're cherry picking bad information because if it bleeds, it leads. That's what gets the headlines, right? At the end of the day, my job is to take a lot of that pressure off of your shoulders and help you make good decisions as to what's actually going to work here in the Rochester area so you can make good decisions around these things. And in my experience, most agents, they're not skilled, educated, or really doing enough business to give you good information on what's reliable, what different loan programs are available to you. And maybe they do know about them, but they don't know how to really explain those to the consumers so that they can actually take advantage of those things without the fear that maybe they're making a mistake. But one of the first things I do with all my clients before we even start looking at houses is I break down all the different types of financing options available. Now, there are differences in every different type of financing, but I want to make sure that I break those things down for people so that they can make good decisions around those things. But in my experience, there is no reason for me to negotiate an amazing purchase price for the purchase of your home only for you to turn around and overpay on the mortgage. It just doesn't make sense. And by the way, if you are more interested in what some of those financing programs are, I do have another video that's available that breaks down the 6 different types of financing available to consumers so you can make some good decisions around that. So you're welcome to check that out as well. And again, I am not a loan officer, so I really can't quote rates, but I know enough to be dangerous. I'm doing business every single day. I have a feet in the street experience. I'm having conversations with these loan officers. So by having a short conversation with someone who's looking to purchase, whether, that's in the next 30 days or 90 days, it doesn't really matter. I can definitely get you put in the right direction so you can make some good decisions. So there's going to be a loan officer that works for your unique situation as well. So if you are looking to purchase in the next 9 days or 90 days, please reach out to me directly. This is something I love doing, and I'll make sure to get you on the right path quickly.